Yeah, I have other advice too for the dating apps. I think that the messages that men send should be publicly readable by anyone, because they should talk to a woman with respect, not like looking for a hookup or whatever. So when men behave badly, they should get a strike. I also think that they should be sure to let men know that 75% of the people on the apps are actually men, so they're outnumbered in terms of the women. Now, why do you suppose that 75% of the people on dating apps are men? Because women do not find it a friendly, welcoming, safe space. We are accosted by impulsive men swiping right on everyone, even guys that we would never go out with. I think that there should be more of a barrier to entry, that people should have to qualify to be on there by like putting in their photo ID, answering a lot of questions. Like OkCupid used to be really good before 2012 when Match bought them out. People had to answer like 100 questions on what was important to them and how important they thought their partner should value those same things. And I met some really cool people on OkCupid back in the day. But now dating apps are kind of like politicians, is they will do anything to get a subscriber, to get a buck. They don't care about people at all. I think a farmer cares more about his cows than these people care about the dating app. So women have found it not very friendly. I'm curious what you as a woman would do to make it like a more friendly space. Some of my ideas are, one, all the men have to submit a photo verification to show that they're real. Number two, men can only contact us if they are within the radius or meet the criteria that we set. And number three, that men should have to pay to send us a message or send us an email, and they should have to read our profile, number 4, before they can message us. If that was all done, I would get back on there. And then if they are misbehaving, they get a strike. Misbehaving would be a woman replies to a man and he blows her off. Or, he's on there, but he doesn't check his messages. That is a strike. It's very hostile to blow someone off when you're presenting yourself in a dating space, but you don't reply to people. They should just lose their privileges for a week, like a YouTube strike. There should be a list of behaviors. Be sure to check your messages every day and respond to people. If you're not going to respond, hide your profile until you can respond, so that you can conduct yourself as a lady or as a gentleman. Number 2, if you cancel dates or don't show up for dates, you're permanently banned. If you don't show up for dates, you're banned from the site, and if you cancel dates, you get a strike. I think that people have to be held accountable for some behavior. I would put some standards in place, the same kind of standards that I would expect of anybody, really, approaching women, coming on for sex, and being any kind of annoying should be reported to the site, and then people could have like strikes. I would just start giving people strikes. As far as men who never get hit on, I think it's because there are not enough women on there. That's the problem. I would take height out. I wouldn't even have height on there. Height is not something that I would let people even ask about. And I think that people should have post a video of themselves or hear themselves talking to be more engaging, because the reason that a lot of men don't get hit on is because the sites put in criteria that are totally irrelevant. Instead of height, I would have somebody say something about, their favorite poem or something a little bit more meaningful than height. And if we had some rules, then more women would be on there and men would not be outnumbered. And I would also have put on real life events where people could meet, like a happy hour. I would put on happy hours so the people that are on the site could actually meet and see how they like each other. That's what I would do. And I would also help men out about, I think there are a lot of men who want to date that don't know how to talk to women. I would offer them classes or give them tips. And it would all be designed around encouraging people to have relationships, to actually meet. Like I would have fun events. Match.com had some events, but only lame people went. Like, I just think that it's not a welcoming place for women, because the really attractive guys and guys that have stuff going on, they did not go to these events. And the events were like by age, and I didn't want to be in my age group. I don't know. I just think that there is a potential with the dating apps, because people do connect online, whether it's on LinkedIn, for business. They do connect online. It just has been a free-for-all with greedy people just trying to get a lot of subscribers, and I would make people pay. When people have to pay, they behave a lot better, and they're a lot more careful about, whether they are going to even be on there. The worst thing for women is to have a bunch of riffraff, loser men. By that I mean like short, chubby, fat men that have no education, that live in Los Angeles, which is 200 miles away from me, sending me likes and messages. Like, you live in Los Angeles, like it's actually 90 miles, but it's 2 or 3 hours of traffic. You have nothing going on. You haven't even read my profile. And so I just feel violated. I feel constantly violated. I feel it is not nourishing to my heart to be in that space at all. Probably what I would do is and this is what I really ideally think should happen, and I suggested this before to one of the local cities, is the cities are in charge of community. I would have the city put on fun events for singles during the day or at night, like outdoor concerts, fun things that would make men want to go to, because they won't go unless it's fun. I would have like a cigar thing for the guys, something that the guys would want to go to. And then I would have singles events to encourage people to meet. That's a function of a city. I think that's a good function of the city, the Parks and Recs department, or whatever community part the city could put effort into. They have parks, they have lots of places, and they have outreach programs. So that is the ideal way that I think that people could actually meet. That's what I would do. And then I would have like icebreaker games, but it has to be stuff that makes the really cool guys want to come to it. Because I have been to some mixers and the guys were all lame, like not the kind of guys I would want to be with. So it would have to be stuff, they would have to have cool things that cool guys will go to. Cool guys like to drink whiskey, they go to whiskey bars, they go to cigar bars, they watch sports games, they like to play sports together like tennis or racquetball or pickup basketball. They like to do, I would do some like, I don't know, I guess I want to hear from the guys. Like, what kind of event could someone put on that would make you, as a single guy, go out alone to a social event to meet women? Because women would do it for like a book club or a coffee thing, but guys will not go to that. And if you just put on something like a live music or whatever thing, the hot guys are not going to that because they have stuff going on already. And by the way, another thing that I have realized, and this is not to put down guys who will go on dating apps, but the hot guys that I know, the guys that have stuff going on, they might be on there here and there, but they meet women in real life. Women approach them because they have social skills. They're out and about with their job. They meet women and women flock to them. They don't have to be on the apps. The guys that are on the apps are either guys who have no social skills, and so they're using the app in place of real life talking to women, or they're just guys looking for like a hookup. They think it's an easy way to get a hookup, and they're lazy. And a lot of these guys never want to meet up. I think that every time a guy meets up with a woman on a dating app, he gets a point. And then you see how many points guys get, because I would only want to talk to a guy who has points, because he's actually trying to meet women, and I'm on there to meet people, or I was. I've just given up. It's just a very low consciousness place. I'm going to call this video how to elevate dating apps, or raise the consciousness of dating apps. I think that guys would go if it was like a fun thing to do with women, like give a woman a massage. Maybe something like that. But I want to hear some ideas from the guys. What would make a single guy go out to a social event where he could meet women? And don't tell me it's live music, because I've been to live music things and it's all couples. I've been to dinner, it's all couples. I've been to speed dating and it's all guys that I would never want to deal with because they're very shy and introverted, and I like my guys with confidence. Where do the confident guys who have their shit together go? Where would they go? Okay, that's all I have in this video. I'll be back for the comments.